Abusing generic all. In our first case study, we'll focus on the generic all access right, which gives full control of the targeted object. To begin, we'll first enumerate all domain users that our current account has generic all rights to. One approach is to gather all domain users with PowerView's getDomainUser method and pipe the output into getObjectACL. This will enumerate all ACEs for all domain users. Next, we can resolve the SID, add it to the output, and finally filter on usernames that match our current user, as set in the user domain and username environment variables. The output reveals that our current user has the access allowed ACE type and the generic all access right on the test service 1 account. This is likely a misconfiguration, since this is a non-default access right and is excessive. Although the misconfigurations in this module are used for demonstration purposes, some applications, like Exchange or SharePoint, require seemingly excessive access rights to their associated service accounts. Regardless, the generic all access right gives us full control over the test service 1 user, which, among other things, allows us to change the password of the account without knowledge of the old password. Once we reset the password, we can log into another computer with that account. Let's log into AppServe01 to prove this. We can also choose to create a process in the context of that user to perform a pass the ticket attack, as we demonstrated in an earlier module. Compromising an account with an allowed generic all access right is very simple. We can also abuse the force change password and all extended rights access rights to change the password of a user account in a similar way without supplying the old password. So far, we have only dealt with user accounts, but since everything in Active Directory is an object, these concepts also apply to groups. For example, we can enumerate all domain groups that our current user has explicit access rights to by piping the output of getDomainGroup into getObjectACL and filtering it in a process similar to the previous user account enumeration. The output shows that we have generic all access rights on the test group. Since generic all gives us full access to the group, we can compromise the group by simply adding ourselves to it. As with user accounts, we can also use the all extended rights and generic right access rights in a similar way. Generic all is an extremely powerful access right that can lead to very straightforward compromise. In the next section, we'll cover another access right that we can leverage for compromise.